New Arcline is a single-player party-based story-rich RPG. The developers for New Arcline gave me a early access preview, and I get to tell you all about it, let you know what's good, what's bad, and everything in between in this completely honest review, like always. And I have to be honest with this one. At first, New Arcline didn't seem like much to me. The first hour had me really worried. Was this going to be like another generic RPG? You know, the character creator is to be desired, but not bad. Just, you know, something that I think we're spoiled with in other CRPGs. But let me tell you, I am glad that I kept playing. As soon as you recruit your first party member, the game takes off, and it really doesn't let you go from there. Between the lore building, the exploration, and the clash of magic versus technology, I spent over 8 hours in the early access content, and I did not want it to end when I did get to the end of it. First, if you're not familiar, the world of New Arcline is a seamless blend of arcane magic and steampunk technology. The setting is cohesive and packed with detail. The central conflict between magic and tech runs deep, as well as, like, you know, the typical class and racial prejudices in this game. Now, as far as magic and technology, each side offers 3 unique subdivisions for developing your character and party stats. The main hub maps are really well designed. I was surprised at how much story, lore, and exploration that they packed into these little hub worlds. While this early access content features like maybe a quarter of the overall story, it does have a closed loop, at least from the first city or the slums. So this story is really solid so far. Your choices matter, they shape how events unfold, and the narrative leans on some predictable storytelling. I cannot deny that. But the quests themselves are a joy to play because you can make your own decisions and actually do, you know, the hero or the villain type of situation. The characters really stood out to me too. They have distinct personalities, they have their own agendas for joining you, strong voice acting that brings them to life, the dialogue is well written, makes it easy to care about your companions and their quirks, or, you know, what kind of story they have going on. It's just great character writing overall. Combat is a tactical turn-based system, and it's pretty fun. If you're a veteran of tactical RPGs, you'll find the classic mode is a good but manageable challenge. I thought it was a little on the easier side, just from a veteran standpoint, while newcomers will appreciate the simpler mechanics on adventure mode if you just want storytelling. What makes combat shine is the variety, so I had a ridiculous amount of fun with my diesel tech build, mowing down enemies with the minigun, but there's a lot more. Like, there's backpack engines to add unique combat abilities, there's exploration, which has like full of surprises like hidden lootables, vendors selling rare gear, or just kind of like different parts that you can barter with. There's even a pickpocket minigame if you invest in sleight of hand, which I personally found pretty innovative. Visually though, the game nails the steampunk aesthetic. The bustling hub feels alive, and all the equipment you find comes with visual changes, so that does keep things fresh as well. But I do think I should have dropped my settings from epic quality to avoid my PC turning into a furnace. And loading times were staggered pretty bad. That said, I didn't encounter any major bugs or crashes, which is impressive. It got down to like 1 FPS on loading screens, and it took like maybe 30 seconds to load, but it didn't crash, so I was really surprised. That being said, maybe, you know, don't crank it on epic quality like me. And of course, it is early access, so not everything is perfect. The intro itself is just the weakest part, honestly. Until you find your first party member, it just really feels hard to get into. The inventory management could also use some love here. There's no sorting option. You have to move items individually. It's slow, it can be clunky. It's a bit tedious for a game that revolves around looting everything and party customization. That said, it's not bad, it just needs a little bit of extra love, I think. I think this also does offer replayability through diverse classes and builds. I did play as a human diesel tech with thievery, but there's a lot more room to experiment with other magic and tech classes or specializations. So if you're a fan of like tactical RPGs like Pillars of Eternity, Baldur's Gate, you know, want a strong steampunk aesthetic, you know, magic and tech vibes, this is a must play, even in early access, I think. I truly believe you get a good amount of content for what's here already. Like, sure, the RPG has some rough edges, but the gameplay, the world building, and story more than make up for it. I can't wait to see the full version expand on this already incredible foundation, and I hope this video helped you out. Now don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Click this video or this playlist to view all my recent honest game reviews. And as always, keep gaming and stay awesome.